Hello ladies and gentlemen, thought I'd upload a video of me having a shave. I've got about a month's growth here. Usually I line it up so it's a bit shorter on the neck, but the beard itself is quite long. Just a short video, don't want to make it too long. So I'm using my Epsilon 2-band Badger 2755. And yeah, beautiful brush, no shedding issues, exceptionally good backbone, and tips, like I said, are very soft. So the soap that I'll be using is P&B's Denali, lovely mentholated soap to use in this heat. I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to load this up. I like to load it for about a minute, start off quite dry. Within seconds, literally, you can see I've got quite a bit on my brush there. So I'm going to wet the brush again so that it's a bit softer and doesn't take out a lot more soap. Just loading it up, making sure all the tips are covered. Once you start to get this chewing gum-like texture, I don't know if you can see that, but once you start getting that, you know you're picking up more than enough soap. Because I've got quite a large amount of stubble on my face, I do want to get a fair bit of product onto the brush. So that's what's on the brush, more than enough soap. Before my shave, save you guys watching me wash my face, I use this product. I got this from Thailand. It's a seaweed body scrub face wash, and yeah, very good stuff. So in a weird bathroom today, but wet my brush. Okay. And I'm just going to go straight onto a face lather. I like to build the ladder from the neck to the top. I usually start by painting the product onto my face. I find that if I swirl it in the beginning, a lot of the product ends up at the base of the knot. And then if you do have a brush that hogs lather, this doesn't by the way, but if you do have one that does, it's more difficult to have it flowing to the tips of the brush. Right, so as you can see, my lather is quite thick. I'm going to add some water to my brush, added about a teaspoon's worth there, perhaps two. Not a problem. You can see it really building up now. I'll paint that over. Basically what I'm looking for is just to see the tips of the stubble. If you haven't shaved your face in, well, all over for about a month, it's imperative that the lather is protective, slick, and in between all the hairs on the face. Okay. I'm going to add a touch more water. So in total I've probably added about 4 teaspoons of water to this brush now. And I'm just going to paint up. Swirling and painting. This lather is super thick now. You can see that. That's how thick it is on my face. Perfect. Okay. I think that is about right. Ever the perfectionist, just making sure all the hairs are coated. Good. So lathered up. What I'm going to do for you gents today is I'll be using the ATT SE razor. This has got a Feather Pro blade inside and is on a bulldog handle. I'll be using that for the left side of my face, and on the right I shall be using the Timeless OC. This is actually sitting on the stock handle, as you can see. Don't know if you can make that out. Just about. Yeah, so this is the Timeless OC. This is the original version. There we go. So I'm still trying to figure out which one to keep, which one to sell. So doing various tests to see which one shaves closer and with how much irritation, etc. So let's get to it. Starting with this side of the face, just going to clear out my sideburns. And get to it. Literally no pressure with the SE. It seems to be taking off most of the stubble very quickly. You see that? Quite close shave already. One thing to remember, especially when you're shaving off months of stubble, is we're looking at reducing the amount with each pass, that being the stubble on the face, as opposed to eliminating it all in one go. This also helps, you don't know what exactly is under the beard. You could have some pimples and greying hair, and you really don't want to be cutting yourself as a result. You can see got a nick there, but the SE has completely taken off a month's worth of stubble with one pass. I expect that from the ATT SE one, simply because it's a stiffer blade. And with the wider head, it takes off more hair than the DE blade. Okay. So that's the result from one pass with the ATT SE. I seem to be picking up nicks with this razor, which is not something I get with my others, but it doesn't feel that aggressive on the face, to be honest with you. So, moving on, other side of the face, Timeless OC. This is much more smoother than the ATT SE one. However, saying that, the ATT S1, like I said before, is not a harsh shaver. So, other side of the face. Much noisier. That's incredible. This is actually taking off more hair or more stubble than the SE1, and look at that. It's so efficient. I'm trying to convince myself, in all honesty, as to why I should keep the ATT SE1 over the Timeless. I don't know. I think this has won the battle. Look at that. To be honest, any razor that gives me a nick like that with a P&B soap, there's something up. I do use straight razors, and I don't get nicks with them all the time, you know. But like I said, the ATT seems to be giving me a nick every now and again. So that's the timeless OC. Not bad after first pass for a month of not shaving. And that's the again, that's the ATT SE, that's the timeless ATT. Timeless. I would say the ATT is a shade closer at the moment in terms of its ability to cut stubble closer to the skin. It's going to wash up. Okay, just dry off my face. There we go. I'm going to prepare for my second pass. What I like to do, I've got my brush here. I'm just going to add it to the base of the brush, not the tips this time. I'm going to go for my second pass. Good amount of menthol in this soap. I believe this is probably the right level of menthol. I have been using the Barrister & Man Arctique, or Arctique even. That makes me cry. Okay, just going to build this up in the corner. I like to build up in the corner of my neck. And then just paint it. Incidentally, different brushes I find to have different characteristics. So the Epsilon is better as a painter than a scrubber when placing the lather. So we've got lots and lots of slick lather there. Good. Right. Second pass. I don't bother too much about removing the lather from my lips and all that, unless it tastes disgusting. Not that I'm eating it, but you know what I mean. Okay. Cross the grain. East to west, west to east. ATT. No more nicks, please. On the neck against the grain. One good thing with the ATT when you go against the grain is being a stiffer blade. Compared to other cheaper DEs or DEs that don't hold the blade so stiffly, you get a lot less blade chatter. However, saying that, 2 passes with the ATT and it looks like I've been in an angry bee's nest. See that? This is why I don't like to use SE blades. I do not get that with my straight razors, and it looks like I've got no experience with shaving, so it's kind of embarrassing. Going to my timeless OC, again going across the grain, just going to neaten up that side bone. Love the audio feedback. Look at that, smooth. You can see how much lather just from one side is taken in by the razor. You don't have to wash this out every few passes. Perfect. What a razor. Okay, against the grain on the neck. Just going to focus that with it. Shave using the camera. Okay, just going to wash up. Dry my face. First of all, it feels good to get that hairy animal off my face. I'll just take a look. That's the side that had where I used the ATT. Got, like you saw, quite a few nicks on the neck. And it's slightly raw. This is the side with the O sheet. You can see there's still a bit of stubble down there, but it's not nearly half as raw as the ATT. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a clean-up part on the bottom left-hand side of my neck. Just put a touch of lather on there. Grab the AC. I'll use a mirror just to make sure. Pull the skin a tad. Great for buffing. There we go. So I'm not going to bash the ATT just as yet, simply because I haven't used it enough. But I'm already thinking about selling it, or just show how much leather I've got out of this brush after 2 passes. Really can't go wrong with P&B. That with that shiny leather, kind of put a bit more there. But the heck, put a bit there. I like to put a bit on the back of my neck as well, especially in this heat. So just once more, just want to get that super close with the lightest of touches, that's all. Okay, and wash up. Take it.